Now, I think the setup is not ready yet. I want this candle to actually close below this high. Once we have a closure of this candle below this high, we can actually confirm from the 5 minutes and enter. So right now what I'm looking for is I want to see the 1 hour candle which is being formed at the moment close below this one and close below this low. So once we have the closure below this low, then we can actually enter this particular trade, confirm this particular trade. If that doesn't happen, we have no trading. We can't trade. So let's wait and see what happens. Okay, so you see here now we've closed below it. So uh, I can enter. Well, one funny thing is when you close below, you've already gone into my entry. So I haven't taken it in yet. I'll wait and see if price can come here again. When I enter, if it doesn't, then we ride the move down. Okay, so um this trade I didn't take it. I didn't take it. Reason being is you see over here everything played out and I was supposed to take it, but here was why I didn't take it in the first place. The reason why I didn't take it is yes, indeed, what I said happened. We closed below this particular high. So now what I was waiting for is price to come into my entry again and push down. Then we came into this particular small gap. So in this gap that we came in, when we came into that gap, that was what actually made me know that we are not coming into, we are not dropping that low. We are not dropping that low anymore. Either we can come and take this high again and drop low. Or, yeah. So you saw that we went to take it and started dropping low, and now you can see. And it's almost 2 p.m. New York time. So they come down for the day. Today, okay, so good evening. Uh, okay, so let me explain the first setup in which I lost and what I saw, and now what is making me made me went into this setup. Okay, so let's step into it straight away. So for today in particular, I was looking for just setups in the during the during the landing session. I didn't have any during the landing session. I did not have any setup. So I had it's not there was setups, but they were not forming. Like I was having some ideas, but they were not forming. But it was later in the afternoon. Then I had one over here, this area, when we took this high and we came into this gap, right? So all I had to do was to wait. Yeah, indeed, I waited. We came here. We initially came into this gap to come and take this particular high. But what I thought price was going to this particular area. This particular area, we are going down. Right, we are going down. Most of the time, what we normally see is it's not the same candle doing this kind of particular thing. Most of the time, what we normally see is we see a different candle taking this high and a different candle coming to this particular gap. But in instances where we see these particular things, it escaped me a little. It escaped me a little. So What I realized later on realize is in these instances, what you are looking at is the area in which price actually came to first before actually going to the high. So in this instance, I'll be looking to buy rather than to sell, right? Even though we've taken this high, yes, the setup might fall. Yes, indeed, we saw price forming it, in which I went for the sell initially, right? I initially went for the sell, which was this, but I realized that no, it's not supposed to be that, right? So we are supposed to be buying rather. But so when I saw us taking my stop loss, then I started to think differently because that was when the whole thing actually happened. Yeah, it happened to me that, oh, nah, have you seen what has happened? Why are you thinking this way? So that was when immediately I started realigning or reassessing the whole or reanalyzing the whole setup again, and I position myself to enter for this particular buy, in which we are still in the buy, waiting for price to actually get to our take profit. Uh, Even though we went to stop loss, but once we saw that this is where the price was actually going, we reassess ourselves. So once I saw price actually taking coming into that small gap over there, all I was waiting for is price to actually change direction. So we change direction over here. Once we change direction, I'm looking to actually enter in this particular consistent black candles over here. Okay, there's a zone in which I've marked, so that's the area I'm entering. Then we push high. Okay, so that's what I have for today. Yesterday I had no trade. Today I had one loss and one in which we are actually going there. So let's see how it goes for this particular trade. I'll update you later on how it actually is going.
Okay. So, good day. This today is Wednesday, and early in the morning there is price actually making its own moves. But I'm still patient, looking for setups, looking for areas in which I can actually find trades. Right. So let me step straight into it. Early this morning, when I woke up, I think it was here around here, it was around 8 p.m. 8 a.m. in Ghana. Right, I think 8 or 7. It was 7 rather. Yeah, 7 rather. I couldn't wake up early. I couldn't wake up early. So I was just back testing the whole night. Yeah, so I couldn't wake up early. So when I woke up, I had done my market analysis for today. Today, um, that's looking at what price can definitely do for today. On the daily time frame, okay, so on the daily time frame, you could see that price has actually closed above these highs, right? These highs, and there's another. It's a monthly high, and once we have closed it, we are supposed to actually go there or probably wake it, right? So what I was looking for is a waking, but once we haven't waked and we've closed above this particular daily high, which is also a weekly high, I'm looking for the next candle to also close below it. So to confirm that probably or at least price can actually push down a little bit. So we can come into this particular zone over here. Okay, this particular zone. This is a zone. This area. Wow. Okay, so let me see if I can use any of this. Any of these. Okay, so I think let me use this one. Let me use this particular one to annotate it. Okay, so okay, so what I was saying is we can this today I was anticipating price to actually push down low. It's either we close below this high or even at least or close above this particular high. Once we close above this particular high, I know this high hasn't been taken. It's either we can also push down low, come into the gap that has been created over here, right? Once you can come and fill the gap, or even come a little inside the gap, halfway inside the gap, and start pushing high for this high again, right? Or this high. Today there is news, so maybe price might use those ones to do there. So we check the 4 hour time frame, and the 4 hour I'm not getting any solid thing over there, even though there's a gap here. But I'm not using the gap. I have some few reasons why I'm not using the gap over here. So I'm using the 1 hour time frame for today for all my trades I'm actually going to look for. Right. So I think during the New York the landing session, I'm looking for setups during the landing session. I didn't get any of them. I didn't get any. Alright, so right now what I'm looking for price to do, okay, it's very simple. Now price has come into this gap. Price has also is also waking this low, in the process of waking this low, right? So I'll wait and see any reaction from any of these places. It's either react from this particular gap or react from this one. So now in this gap, right, if price is supposed to change direction or change character, okay, over here I'm all in. I'm all in up, right? I'm all in up. Now what I'm looking for price to do over here is it's either we come and take this low, right? Yeah, taking this low over here. Once we take this low, change direction, push, I'm in. Alright, that's what I'm looking for at the moment. It hasn't happened yet too. I just have to wait patiently for it to happen. For yesterday's trade, I said I'll update you on it. For yesterday's trade, okay, um, I exited around here. I think somewhere around here also, or probably around here. Yeah, I exited somewhere around there. I didn't want to see my trade running into the next day. I don't have the heart to do that for now. Maybe in the near future I would try and do that. But for now, I don't want to do that because I don't want a situation where you'll be sleeping and still be thinking about your trades. Yeah, so once I have something for the day, I close and wait for the next day and see what the next day will give me. So right now, like I have explained, I'm looking for price to actually react from this particular gap. And yeah, we see what we do. So update you on what I'll be looking for, what the next thing is going to do. Okay, so we see over here, we've come into this gap, like I said. This low too has not been taken, we've closed below it. So right now, what I'm looking for price to do is it's either we close above here, this low, the next candle we close above it. Once we close above it, I want to see any of these lows taking, right? See any of these lows taking. But once we've come into this particular gap, I want to see any of these lows taking before we doing that. So once we take any of these lows, we can change direction with it. So let's see what happens. I'll update you on the next thing that happens. Okay, so now the setup here it didn't go like how I was expecting, so I didn't take it. Now what I'm looking at is, you see there is a gap here, there is a 1 hour gap here, right? So I'm looking to sell over here, but this is what I'm looking for price to do before I sell. Right. Now we've taken this high here. I want to see price closing below this particular low here. That's all. Once we close below this low, boom, I'll be shorting. So let's wait and see if price does that. If price does that, fine. I'm looking for sales. So let's wait and see. Okay, so I didn't get any setup for today, even though I was looking for sales and buys each and every time. So today, no setup. Yeah, I had a sell over here, it's true, but I didn't count. And it's almost 12 p.m. New York time, so I'm down for the day. Let's see what tomorrow has for us. Okay, so good day. Um, let's see what we are expecting for today. Okay, so like I said yesterday, oh, why should this thing be here? It's not supposed to be here. Okay, so another one. Okay, so like I said yesterday, I said we would be pushing down. And lo and behold, we had a push down close below this high, and there's a gap which has been formed over here. So now you see that price has come into this gap. So I'm looking for a push high. It's either we will not even come close to this high, but maybe we just hover around it and create this high. So once this high has been created, we push and come there, right? For us to come down, it can happen. It can possibly happen if this particular gap fails to hold price upward. Yeah. So let's see what I'm having for today. For today, um, I have not had any setup so far. Yeah, because my trading day starts from 2 a.m. And from 2 a.m. Yeah, indeed there is a gap here. I'm not going to focus on the gap. Yeah, so I was looking for this gap here, this particular gap here. I'm coming. Okay, so this particular gap here, that's what I'm looking for, but we ran through it and there was a zone here, a zone here. The zone 2 didn't do anything, right? So now what I'm looking for is if this zone, and we've also come to this zone over here, and there is a high here which has been taken. So I'm looking for this high to push price down into this particular gap. Then we used to push high, right? That's what I'm looking at. So now we've worked this high. I'm to check the 5 minutes for a change of direction, right? So indeed, the 5 minutes hadn't changed direction yet. It's doing what I'm expecting it to do, though, right? It's doing what I'm expecting it to do, though, but we are not getting what we really want from it. I think there is news at 11. Yeah, let me check. Let me check and confirm it. Because I'm very sure I checked yesterday. Yeah, 11 a.m. 11 a.m., which is monetary policy summary, MPC. These are all high impact news. So let's wait. The news has been released. The next news, which is a high impact news, and also a new medium, which is around 12:30. So now that the news has been released, I would wait patiently for that's 10 minutes after the news. Let's see if the news would actually do the change of direction for us. If the news does that, once we have two candles closure, once we have closure, this candle closing below this low, then I'm looking for a sell. Then we sell down to this particular gap over here. If that happens, fine. We have a trade for today. If that doesn't happen, then we just leave the market the way it's supposed to be, like that, for it to do its own thing. We can't force the market to actually give us moves. It's what the market does that we make decisions on. So let's see what the market actually gives us. So I'll update you on what next and how far we've actually gotten. Okay, so now you could see we've actually changed direction. So here is my entry. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I've placed a sell limit for this particular one. So let's see how it goes. If our orders will be taken. Okay, so the move down here, price didn't come, and we started dropping, and all the news have been released so far. So let's wait if we can get a move up. Let's wait and see if we can probably get any move around this area. I'm looking at this particular 1 hour low here. Yeah, this 1 hour low. Yeah, this low here. So I'm looking at it very, very critical. So if we do anything over there, fine. If it doesn't do, then we end the week like that. We didn't think tomorrow, so we come tomorrow, come and check for the same things and see how it goes. Okay, so that's that for now. Okay, so right now, price has actually come to take these lows over here. So what I'm expecting is a change in character in the 5 minutes. So once we have the change in character going in, which is here, we have to close above this particular high. Once we close above these highs, that's all. Enter in. If that doesn't happen, we stay out.
and see what the market gives us. Yeah. So that's that for today. Today I had one setup in which it didn't come to my entry. The second setup too, I'm also waiting confirmation. So let's see if it falls in. I will update you on it. Okay, so that's that for today. We are done for the week. Thank you.